Hi, welcome to Simply Scuba. Here we have the Mares Kaila BCD. So this is a female version of the Dragon BCD, really. It's shaped and cut to be a lot more comfortable for the female figure, but it has all the same features and very similar specifications. So we take a closer look. Starting up over your left-hand shoulder, you have your traditional inflator hose, so the corrugated hose. What's great about this is that this Velcro retainer, you can move that around if you want to. So right now it's in quite a high position, but if you want to hold it a little bit lower down, you can take that off, sort of Velcro, and then feed it through further down. The standard hose has a little retainer to hold onto your low pressure inflator hose, and that goes down to the Mares Ergo inflator. So very easy to use. Big red button will inflate, the grey button on the end will deflate, and you have the softer oral inflation valve. If you grab hold of the entire inflator as well, put that down over your shoulder, a stainless steel cable inside of this corrugated tube is going to open the valve at the back, but I'll show you that in a little bit. Underneath the hose, you have a pre-bent metal D-ring just to clip things off onto that. That's stainless steel, so very strong, very reliable. Pre-bent, so it just lifts the bottom away from the strap, making it easier to clip onto it. Moving across your chest, you've got your chest strap, which has a little emergency whistle in it as well. One-way adjustment, thin little strap, very simple. That's just going to hold the shoulder straps in position. And if you look behind that, all the way around your neck, you have this soft padded section of this rolled mesh. So that's going to be much more comfortable if you're just wearing a shorty or a rash vest. The strap's not going to rub against your shoulders. On the right hand strap, you can see we have a small little D-ring. That's handy for your gauges, so it clips up onto your chest nice and close to your body, but still easy to read, but you can clip whatever you want onto that. On the strap itself, you have another pre-bent metal D-ring, again, so you can clip off onto that. And as you can see, these shoulder buckles are hinged. So that allows the strap just to twist and turn, so it's a bit more comfortable and more ergonomic. You can, of course, quickly adjust them, very comfortable. And on the right-hand side, as you can see, we have knife attachment grommets. So if you have a BCD knife, you can bolt it onto there. Across the back, you can see you have lots of padding. This is quite chunky padding, so very comfortable, even if you're wearing a larger, heavier steel cylinder. More padding continues all down to your hips, and you've got a lumbar comfort system. So very soft and comfortable on your back, even when you're out of the water walking around. So onto the front, you've got a Velcro cummerbund, so that's elasticated as well, just to hold you in the BCD, and you have a two-way large pinch clip across your front. Either side, just underneath the weight pockets, you have a plastic D-ring. Those have lots of different, you can clip things onto that, but it's also easy to adjust your BCD and help you get your weight pockets in. Up at the top, you can see you have this little recess. You have the same on the other side. This is for your octo or your gauges. You can bend the hose and push it into there. Or with this one, you can actually feed your gauges from behind, keep it inside the BCD and sort of stick it out of there. That way the hose isn't sticking out anywhere. Underneath that, you have a zippered pocket. So you have this ring pull. Give that a tug. Of course, this BCD is fully inflated, so you can't really see the true size of it. But what's great about this is that it has a stretchy material. So unlike traditional webbing, so the nylon Cordura, that doesn't really stretch, this material has a bit of flex. So you can put strangely shaped objects inside, and you can put larger objects inside because it will stretch and give you a bit of added space. On the underside, you have a little metal D-ring. You've got a hose retainer on that as well. And then we move on to their weight integration system, the SLS. So this has a color-coded locking system. If it's green, you know it's locked, it's in position, it's not going to fall out. But if you tug on the pocket and then go to put it back in, it will start off in a red position. So, putting it back in, you've got the red section, so that way you know that it's not secure. The pocket's in position, but it's not actually locked. Pushing on this button on the tip will change that to green, and you know that it's locked, it's in position, and the pocket's not going to go anywhere. Turning the BCD around, you can see we've got a bit of a butterfly hybrid shaped wing. It inflates around the side and behind you, but it has a larger section either side of the cylinder. So that's going to wrap around the cylinder and hold it in position. It's also going to give you a nice position in the water by acting a bit more like a wing in holding the air up towards your back, so that holds you flat in the water. Over the top of your shoulders, this is your overpressure valve. You grab hold of that inflator, pull that down, and that's going to activate this pull dump. Across your shoulders, you have a overpressure valve. You attach that, pull on this cord over your right hand shoulder. That's going to open that valve, but if you inflate your BCD too much, this valve is going to open. This material is a very tough plasticky material, so abrasion resistant, a bit tougher than traditional sort of Cordura nylon, so that's quite good across your shoulders and moving down either side. On the back plate, you can see you have these little rubberized nods. They're going to hold onto your cylinder, stop them from twisting and turning and moving around. You've got a cylinder tank valve leash. That just acts as a backup for your main cylinder cam band. And underneath that, you have your main cylinder cam band. A small plastic cam band, lightweight, but that will do the job. On your right hand kidney, you have another low pressure overpressure valve. Just pull on that little tug and that's going to open that valve. Just if you're inverted or horizontal, you can dump some air out of that. So a tough BCD, designed more for a female figure to be much more comfortable. Lots of features all over it. This is the Mares Kaila BCD. If you missed our latest episode of Weird Wednesday, you can click on this link at the top to watch that. Thanks for watching and safe diving.